I don't normally buy Republic or Alliance helmets, but today we're making an exception. Let's get into this. All right, welcome to another episode of Paul's Collectibles. It's good to have you. I appreciate you joining me. Today, once again, we're going to be talking about my main jam here on Paul's Collectibles, full-size Star Wars helmets. Now, as anyone who has followed this channel in any fashion knows, or just by looking behind me, I mostly concentrate on the Imperial helmets with one case for the Mandalorian helmets because I went down a quick rabbit hole. But today I'm making an exception, and that's because I'm going to pick up, or I have picked up, the Carson Teva helmet from the Mandalorian. But why did I do that? Well, I have to be honest with you. I'm a big fan of the actor who plays the character Sun-Hyung Lee, and I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that correctly. I didn't know any of his work prior to the Mandalorian, but I love the character that he plays in the show. His helmet is sharp, and he's just a down-to-earth great guy. And since seeing him in the Mandalorian, and then later in Book of Boba Fett, I thought to myself, I'm going to make an exception, and if that helmet becomes available, I'm going to get it. Now, it isn't out from Hasbro or anything like that, so I went through a private company called Pilot Bay. I contacted them on Facebook on the 15th of February and said, hey, I see your helmets and I've been watching you for a while and you have a good reputation. If you make a Carson Teva helmet, I would definitely pick that up. Well, about an hour later, I got a message right back from the company and they said, hey, we have a blank. We can make you that right now and have it out in 2 or 3 days. And I was like, wow, okay, I'll take it. $450 plus $20 shipping. Now, there were a couple of delays. He had some problems getting some parts in and things like that. But as far as communication is concerned, kept in contact with me the entire time and kept me updated on what was going on. And as you're well aware, I like to grade these helmets on communication, the quality of the packing, and the quality of the helmet. So I can't complain at all about the communication. And it's here today after only ordering it on the 15th. And I knew where it was the entire time and what was going on because they kept in contact with me. But with that, let's get the box open, take a look at the helmet, and we'll check out the next two things on this helmet. So right off the bat, when I got it, there's a huge break in the box on this side, and I can hear the helmet rattling around in there. So there's not a whole lot of packing material as near as I can tell. So at this point, we're going to pray that it's in good shape. Okay, when I open it up, there's just looks like a plastic bag around it and just a couple of these half inflated plastic bubble things. So I don't know, we're gonna see. And there's the helmet. It's just in like a plastic bag, so not really super wrapped. And inside the rest of the box, really fast, there's just some quick paper and looks like maybe some Pilot Bay stickers or something like that. Let's see how the helmet survived. Okay, so inside that box were these stickers and this pin. You can see 2 of these are from Pilot Bay and 2 of them appear to be stickers from people who were in the 501st. But let's take a look at this helmet. As you can see, it just came in like this store-bought plastic bag. So communication, A+, I can't complain there. But as far as packing, this is a below average job. I'm gonna give it like a C-. I mean, it was just kind of rolling around in the box, or a better way to put it. So let's see how the helmet survived. Okay, so overall it seems like the helmet survived. And so let's take a look at this. Right off the bat, we have some pretty sturdy goggles which are attached up here. And I can't tell if they retract. It does not look like they do in any fashion. So you have the yellow goggles there. That's pretty good looking. Up top here, the painting on this is interesting. So there's obviously some sort of either damage or weathering there, and the painting looks like it was painted on and then kind of sanded over slightly or something. I don't know if you can see that on camera. These are decals here, so they're raised. These are decals over here on the side as well. And then there's obvious brush strokes and glue marks right in here, and I can feel the decal coming up a little bit or something right there. I think this black is decal as well. Yeah, it appears it is. So as we come around, yeah, this is a decal as well. This has been painted and it has that weird sanded effect also. And then the trim here is coming off in the front. When I got it, it was way out here and I've kind of pushed it back on, and that's what it's doing over here as well. So I've kind of pushed the trim back on. So that's clearly not glued on there. There's like a little faux mic here, which is actually pretty cool. And as we come around, we can see more of the That feels like a decal. And then the painting up here, that's really marred and kind of done in an interesting fashion, to be perfectly honest with you. So we keep coming around here. This is a decal, this gold. There's more of the weathering, I guess. That's like a gold sponge mark or something up there. I'm not quite sure what's going on with that. There's right in here, it looks like he had some issues getting it together. See, that's already just peeled and fell right off. So I don't know what's going on with the decals in here. More of the blue that's going on up top here, and the yellow down here has scratched off in places, and there's yellow coming through on the gray here, where it looks like the gray was painted over the yellow decal or something, and you can see the yellow coming through. The decaling down here is coming up a little bit as well. It's kind of warped, bubbled almost, and as we come around, you can see in the front here, this feels like decaling and painting, and it's not real super specific over here. So I'm trying to decide what I think. There's part of that decal that just came off, what I think of this, and if I thought it was worth $470 basically shipped, and considering that's already fallen off and the painting isn't real, what's the word I'm looking for? It's not real shiny. It looks like it's been, like I said, sanded over. I'm a little disappointed with this. The white up here's kind of cracking over here as well. And there's just all kinds of weird, interesting marks all over it. I would say blemishes types of things, or imperfections, I guess is the best way to describe it. So it's probably going to look good on display, but we'll see. Let's take a look at the inside. There's something taped in the top here. Oh, so there are screws and nuts that are holding, I'm guessing, this white head cup on, and they're just blue taped over. So that's supposed to keep your head, I guess, from getting scratched up, because that's just open screws and things in there. And then of course this is mounted in here, and then this part here is like there's like a head cup inside this helmet so that you can put it on your head, and then the chin strap is on elastic. The rest of it is done up in black, like felt, cushion felt, so that's not too bad, but I'm a little disappointed with that. There seems to be possibly a better way to keep your head from getting scratched up than just putting blue tape over top of that. And then as you can see under here, the black here is marred as well. So overall, the communication with the company, very good. Packing, lackluster at best, below average. And I'm going to tell you, for $450, which is a little on the high end for these types of helmets, I would submit to you that this helmet is it's a little disappointing. I'm not sure that I can completely recommend paying that amount of money for this helmet from this company. And this blue also, now that I think about it, looks like it's a little off. I think it's supposed to be a slightly lighter blue, but I'm not sure. I don't have a reference photo with me, but overall it's not a bad job. You can tell that it was done in a non-professional shop. Say, like, obviously Hasbro didn't do this, like some of the blues oversprayed here, you can see. But overall it's not a bad helmet. It's just, for the amount of money that you would pay for it, I'm not sure that I'm incredibly excited about it. So now you know what it looks like. You have to decide whether or not you would want to pay this amount of money for this helmet. Oh, also, yeah, there's like a chunk taken out of the decal here as well. So at any rate, there's a really close look at the Pilot Bay Carson Teva helmet and some of the imperfections and flaws that come along with it, as far as the painting, decoration, the interior, and the shipping. But with that, I do appreciate you joining me, taking a look at this helmet, and I appreciate my members to this channel and everyone who's subscribed to me, and I will see you on the next video.